Hello everyone and welcome to Zipline Park. This is going to be a very different tour than usual because the only way to experience the dinosaurs in the park is via the zipline attraction. So there are about 15 zipline attractions in this park. They cross through the entire park. They go from one guest section to the next. And that is how we're going to do this tour. So I'm just happy I don't actually have to sit on those things. Because one, that's not safe. And two, it also looks just very uncomfortable for your butt. You do get like a little freebie dinosaur for if for some reason you are afraid of heights and you come to this park and you realize, maybe I should have refunded my tickets. But there's one dinosaur, or actually two species of dinosaur that you can experience without getting up into a zipline. And that is the Minmi and the Keratinsaurus, our little like almost petting zoo-esque attraction over here. But we are daredevils and we're gonna brave the heights of this park and we're gonna fly on through. So here we go. Going on board and off we go. So the first one is the Mosasaurus Lagoon. You can see the shadow of it underwater. No luck here. You do have to be very lucky to see them hunt the sharks, of course. And here we are in the first guest section. Technically, if we want to skip a big part of the park, we could go here. But why would we do that? Why would we skip a big part of the park? So actually, the direction you should go in is over here. And then we're gonna have our very first big dinosaur encounter. You know, we saw them in Maya and the Keratinsaurus, but it's gonna get a little more spectacular with this first herbivore exhibit. We have Diplodocus, mosasaurus, Werosaurus, so I think that's a good place to start the tour with. Obviously later on we have some big carnivores as well. And because of how the park is designed, you know, with the zipline in mind, the park does use mostly the biggest species that we have in the game. So you won't see something small like a compy or something. That being said though, we actually do have the Morus intrepidus as a baby T-Rex, but I just thought that was adorable. So here we go. We're flying over this large herbivore habitat. There's the Edmonto, Dippy, lumbering up the hill. We have Paris in the distance. We're getting really close to the ground over here. Whoa! Wero down below. Whoa, my god, we entered that man's brain and it was empty. Okay, so this is our second guest section. We have two attractions if, you know, if your butt needs a little bit of a break. Like I say, those ziplines look horribly uncomfortable. Also, if you change your mind at this point, tough luck. There's no going back. You have to follow the ziplines. Which is very user unfriendly, but well, there it is. All right, so this is another big sauropod. Oh god, sorry, wrong key. We have Brachiosaurus, Alamosaurus down by the river in this canyon. We'll also do a flyover tour later, don't worry, so you'll get a better look at everything, but obviously we need to experience the park like this. And here we go into the void. Bam. It's getting a little dark. I feel like I've set the time to the wrong thing, so let me fix that real quick. As I wait for that, note that it is a perfect 5-star park, so our guests are definitely not afraid of heights, which is good to know, but it is fun that an entire park with just zip lines works this well. By the way, if you select like the actual daytime setting on the Nublar 2015 map, which is what we're on, you get this huge shadow from the mountains on a large section of your park. So I don't do that. I actually, in like the 10-minute day-night cycle, I fast forward to the perfect time of day. As you can see like the sunlight approaching, chasing away the shadows. And once it reaches the perfect point, in a little bit, there you go. Basically, you go into the sandbox settings, environment, and you set it to 24 hours. Apply. There you go. And this way it's just like the perfect time of day. And obviously you can do that with other times of day as well, which It's just my preferred way to do it, honestly, so you don't get the harsh shadow. But here you go. We're going to continue our tour, dropping us down. Press play. I'm like Doctor Strange. I have the time stone over here. So here we have the next one. Now, as you'll note, there's like a big queue in front of here. We're going to fast forward. That's not necessary. There's a big queue over here, and that's because we went from 2 zip lines running side by side to only 1 zip line. So to add a little bit of realism and to accommodate, excuse me, what might be a bit of a bottleneck in the park, I added this queue so people wait their turn because the capacity of 2 zip lines is narrowed down to just 1. And you'll see why. I keep doing that. So here we have our second look at this big canyon enclosure. Oh, I love the Alamosaurus over there. And there you go. Oh, you can already see what I mean with why we had to go down to 1 zip line. Whoa, my god, excuse me, sir. And that is because, oh my god, it looks so daunting. I hope there's an elevator in there. But yeah, we are down to 1 zip line because we are flying in between these 2 aviaries. There, so this way, the 2 aviaries could be as close together as possible. And we have Megalosaurus in 1. And the Quetzalcoatlus and Carno in the other. And I feel like this is pretty cool. I mean, all of the zip lines are a really short ride, and that's a shame. Nice look at the Innovation Center there. But I feel like that's a pretty cool idea if you're going to use the zip line. Now, normally the idea here is that you go into the building and then exit out the front, but we can't do that, so we're going to sneak around. Boop. There you go. So just pretend that we just got out of there. Again, we have a little guest section if you need a break. And where's the next one? The next one is over here. So we walk around the Innovation Center and we're ready to climb these stairs. I mean, it has to be an elevator, right? It's so steep, it has to be an elevator. Okay, here we go. Next exhibit we're flying over, you can just see them. It is the Carcharodonsaurus. We also get another good look at the Innovation Center. But there you go, Carcharodonsaurus. Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, nice. I thought that wasn't an option. Ooh, discovery. We fly over a bit of a river. We fly over the classic Jurassic Park gates. And then, of course, as is always the case, the journey ends in the void, and we have yet another guest section. Now, I kept all of these guest sections really small, but you know, we needed a little hop-on, hop-off point, right, to get onto the next tour. So here we go. It's a very strange tour, but this was super fun to build. We built this during live streams, and it was really a lot of fun. So that's Carchara again, and we also have Stegosaurus. Invisible fencing between them, do not worry. And again, but yeah, we built this during live streams. I had a lot of fun building it, and I hope people enjoyed watching like the process of this coming together as well. If you haven't built something like this yet, I can definitely recommend it. It was a lot of fun. Now, this was a guest suggestion, or like a viewer suggestion, I should say. Guest, like you're my park guests, right? A viewer suggested to create like a crater exhibit for the ceratopsians, so that's what we did. And we're now like following like the crash of the meteor. So it just hit right here. And then, where are my dinosaurs? We had them there. Oh, I can turn all the way around. Wow, there you go. But yeah, we have a ton of ceratopsians in this exhibit. The rides are very, very, very short, which is why, again, don't worry, we're gonna be flying over the park later so you get a better look at everything. This is a bridge that I showed you how to build in a separate video this week, because as we were building this park, I really liked this bridge, and the viewers did as well, so that's why I wanted to share that with you. So check out that video if you haven't already. And, well, they're a little bit difficult to see because they are a bit in the distance, but we're basically looking out over like a Parasaurolophus river. So the Parasaurolophus are all over there. I see the Abontosaurus did like an interesting social animation. And then on this side, really, there's nothing on this side because there's invisible fencing in the water. So the Parasaurolophus can't get entirely up to the bridge. You can see like just a little bit of the invisible fence behind those rocks there, but we've hidden most of it. All right, next zipline. This one is Acrocanthosaurus. Let's see if we can actually spot them. Yeah, there you go. Oh, we also see the Giga. Again, there's an invisible fence between the two. Okay, let's get a better look at him. Let's rush a little bit. Oh, by the way, if you'll notice, we're back at that first guest section behind the lagoon. So this is where I said, oh, you could skip a big part of the park. Well, that is this. Well, this seems like a security issue, doesn't it? You can't fit fences in between there. The distance isn't big enough. All right, here we go. Fly, you fools. Oh, dang. They just all moved away. Oh, I hear something. Where are the Gigas? Where are the Gigas? Oh, no. Oh, no. Where are they? Where am I? Oh, no. Alrighty, and here we go. Yet another guest section. And oh my god, we have to climb. So even if there are not escalators, elevators, we still have to use our leg muscles. Alright, here we go. The next ride. Oh, I just realized there were two options here. So this option takes us over the swamp, as you can see. The swamp, you can see the Therizinosaurus down there. But we're actually skipping this lagoon right now. So I'm gonna go back. But this is kind of nice, right? Flying over this guest section over here. And then we go into this one. But if we go back, we can also take this route. Drop us down. There, and you get like a little bit of the swamp. There's baryonyx down there. Oh, a lot of them. Like a lot of them. And you also get this lagoon. This lagoon has slight pleurodon, I think. I honestly don't remember anymore. That's so bad, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I realized as I was building the park that zipline didn't give a good enough view of the swamp. So that's why you can see that there's an extra zipline just cutting across over there. But that does mean people have to choose, you know, whether they want to see this lagoon or not, or whether they just want the best possible view of the swamp. I keep doing that. All right, what? Oh, it's definitely Tylosaurus. Although there's like pleurodon as well. Somebody couldn't decide. I really love like the web of zip lines that you can see spun across this park. I think it's really cool. Now this is actually one of my favorite sections, and it's because you can have a sneak peek into this aviary over here from the guest area. There's no flying reptiles in here. We actually put Dreadnoughtus in here, but it seems like they're all the way at the back, which is a shame because if they're right in front of you here, that is so cool. I really love this view. We're on a bit of an elevation, and I've created like these points where you look into it, and then other parts where, you know, it's a little bit more obscured. So we sort of direct how people look into it. I wonder if one of them maybe wants to show off and come over here. It kind of looks like it is. No, it was literally coming this way and then it turned around. Oh, that makes me so sad because it's so cool when they're like right in front of you over here. And the aviary does really give scale to the Dreadnoughtus. Again, I did not choose to put the Dreadnoughtus in here. That was a suggestion. But I do kind of like how it looks. But yeah, ideally, this aviary would have been much wider than it is currently. Right now, it's just elongated to separate the T-Rex exhibit from the swamp on the other side. Now, it's coming this way, so that's exciting. Come on, love, just a little bit closer. You can just see how massive they are, and I really do love this. I think this is pretty cool, and you can incorporate this into any park, obviously, because it has nothing to do with the zip lines. But there she is. Hold on, let's skedazzle over towards this viewing point. Look at that. I think that's pretty cool. Again, obviously the aviary needs to be bigger to justify having this big sauropod in here. But as an idea, I think this works really, really, really well. Let's quickly hop on over to this one again. Look at that. She's a beauty. She's seen some stuff though. I love it. Like this sort of stuff. Ooh, the tail went a little wobbly. Aww, she's gonna have a rest. Yeah, this sort of stuff still gets me excited about this game and gets me inspired and excited to keep building more parks. I don't know what it is. It's so simple, but it's so effective in many ways. Alright, she's gonna have a nap. We're gonna continue our exhilarating tour. And actually, we're getting ready to cross over the final exhibit. Let's take this one, because it has like little Easter egg, almost literally. So let's hop into here. This is the T-Rex habitat with Morals Intrepidus as the babies. You can see the T-Rex over there. I doubt we'll be able to spot the Morals. There she is, our fluffy T-Rex. Gonna give us a roar. No, hurry, Rexy, Rexy, Rexy! No, I missed you already. All right, and little Easter egg. Oh, and I missed it. Hold on, let's do that again. Let's do that again. That is the downside of experiencing the park this way, obviously. All right, ride zipline. Here we go again. All right, so there's like this little surprise behind this line of tree, right? So you fly over the line of trees, you have this bit of water over here, and right there is the Rex nest, with even at the center an unhatched egg, which I think is a really fun little touch. We used like the new super white Malta rocks for that. I keep doing that. Alright, and if we run along here and we go up here, that's like the other path that you could take. And then we go into this one. Now what this does is it actually takes us back to the start. Ow, ow, ow! The branches hit us on the way. Yeah, so we get one last look into the lagoon. And then we're back at our hotels and actually where we are right now. So this is the starting plaza. So if I run over here, we have this nice lookout point into the Minmi and Crichtonsaurus habitat. And that's the very first zip line. And behind the trees over there, that is the arrival point of the park. So yeah, really, really different tour. And, you know, the zip lines don't lend themselves well to really experiencing all of the details. So for that reason, I also want to just take you through with the flying camera here. So this is our first guest point. I used a lot of just like bits of nature in here because I really like how open it looks, and I like being able to see the lagoon wall just, you know, enveloping us. It's like a warm embrace. I'll stop. Yeah, and we have the Spinosaurus here. We do have Spinosaurus in the park. We just didn't see it during the zip line. Here you go. Guess ziplining over the Mosasaurus and Kronosaurus lagoon, where, you know, if they're lucky, they're gonna get a glimpse of the hunting animation. I had some interesting glitches with this as I was doing like a little bit of B-roll for this park. I'll put those in at the very end because, yeah, the game was having an off day for sure. So then they arrive at this section of the park. And this is the way you go. This is our first exhibit with the Diplodocus. I love the Diplodocus. It's so cute. Yeah, you can see, like, you know, the habitats are kind of interconnected. Like, this is the Parasaurolophus habitat, Oh, yeah, you get a nice view of it now. Look at that. Like, that's really nice to me. I really love that. But yeah, it's just one continuous river. And the habitats are separated by the invisible fence over here. Just so the species don't all conglomerate in one space. Because, as we saw during the tour, it's already a game of chance anyway if you're gonna see the dinosaurs. Let's watch a guest fly by. Hold on. Like that. Whee! I do think it's fun. Obviously, I would recommend using the zip lines sparingly, right? Maybe 1 or 2 at most per park. This was just because they were new and I wanted to play around with it. And it was a lot of fun building this park, but the end result definitely isn't my favorite. So here we have the big canyon habitat with a lot of sauropods. We have Dreadnoughtus in here as well. I accidentally did this species like double. We have a Lure Titan. Oh, wow. This is a beautiful skin. Hold on. What is this skin? Oh, there it was. Death Valley with Palpurana. Write that down, folks. Write that down. We have a cute little pair of a Margosaurus over here. Look at him. Oh God. No, don't look at him. Stop looking right now. And on the other side, Nigersaurus, we have Iguanodon. I love how they sleep. That's so cute. We have another Margosaurus. Nothing else? I really like how this exhibit looks. Like the canyon is doing its work. It's definitely doing its work. All right, so here we have the 2 aviaries. So let's go in here. We have Tropiognathus as well as Megalosaurus. Looking awesome. Now, I did make the conscious decision to give the aviaries like a different biome, so it's very desert-esque in here, to justify that, you know, they're in this big glass building. And then on this side, we have the Quetzalcoatlus. I just love these so much. And, you know, as the biggest flying reptiles, they're just way better visible from the zipline. You can see a zipliner like right coming across there. So yeah, these just work the best because obviously the distance is quite great and you have to look through the glass. So these big Quetzalcoatlus just work really well. And then we also chucked in the Carnotaurus because they felt like a good fit with the desert setting. Okay, so our guests then arrive at the Innovation Center. And obviously what they can do is they can go into the building and they can either exit over here and do like the guest thing, or they can go right through the building, exit over here, and then hop onto this zip line. We have Carcara in here. There you go. Bob the Builder. During live streams, we name a couple of the dinosaurs based on the suggestions in chat, so you get some funny situations. I really love having the zipline fly over the gate like this. That was actually also in my very first tip video that I did for the ziplines, which I released on the day the ziplines were added to our parks, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the day of. I was like so inspired right away. So if you want to check out like a very concrete and to the point video about tips for the zip lines, you can check that out. I will try to remember to link it at the end. Be a good YouTuber here. You basically fly back over, but you get a nice look at the Stegosaurus habitat. This is our crater. Oh, we have a Pentaceratops in the crater. Triceratops up there. And the guest flying over. I do think that's really fun. And I feel like it's a pretty convincing, like, meteor hit, right? With a bit of a tail on it. It didn't have a tail at first, but then it just kind of looked like a big butthole. I did not need to expose myself like that. Oh, Sino, what a cutie. Alright, so here is our beautiful bridge that I'm genuinely proud of. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Acrocanthosaurus. Looking colorful. Do you have a name? You do not. Big sad. Here we have the Gigas. There you go. We have 2 of them. Jambo! Jambo has an amazing skin. If Jambo would please walk into the lights, look at that. Amazon rainforest with Paparana. Chef's kiss. So good. Here you go. We have the swamp. With the fairy. The swamp actually looks really good. I wasn't convinced about it as I was building it, but this looks really nice. Yeah, so we have a couple of Theries in here, Baryonyx, Suchomimus, and of course the Spinos somewhere. Hey, have you seen the Spino? Do you happen to know where I can find a Spinosaurus? Should be 2 of them. Hold on, let's... I love the Therizinosaurus so much. Alright, let me find the Spino for you. There you go. Wimothy and Spoony, if I remember correctly. Wimothy and Spoony, there you go. And I like using the backdrop of the lagoon. And like the idea here is that like the water from the swamp, it connects the 2 lagoons, as you can see. So maybe... I don't know, maybe it trickles down, although I guess that wouldn't work because the lagoons would have salt water, right? But it sort of like visually connects the 2 lagoons with a lot of water. So yeah, in this lagoon we have the, we have McFlurry, the Tylosaurus. And we have like Pleurodon as well. Our big crocodile-esque monsters. Oh, this is a really cool guest section, actually, that we completely skipped over. If you go over here, you have a really nice view of the Stegosaurus habitat. Oh, they're having a little fight. God, I just love the zip lines. Like a web over this park. I think it's so funny. Alright, and then this is the last guest section. This also has a really nice view that we didn't even explore because I got distracted by the Dreadnoughtus. But look at that, super cool. And you see the guests flying over. Yeah, I think the swamp worked out really well, actually, with the use of those types of trees. Sort of visually separated from everything else. Oh, the Dread is still here. Hey, girl. Alright, and the final habitat with our T-Rex. There she is. Puppy. Hey, puppy. And here you go, a better look at the nest. So what I do for making a nest, I do this for like big theropods and sauropods as well, just like a semicircle with rocks. And now that we have these white Malta rocks, just use the smallest of that one. And you can use that as like an unhatched egg. So here you go, this one. There, now there's 3 it's a really big egg, but you know, you have to use your imagination. That's very important. Where are the babies? There's the babies. You're never gonna see these from the zipline, but you know, we were telling a story. And also this was the final exhibit that we built after the Malta DLC had dropped. And there you go. This is the final zipline, which takes you back into the guest area. Again, I hope that you find some inspiration in this park. If you haven't built a full zipline park yet, I can recommend it just for the fun of it, even though the end result to tour is maybe kind of weird. But if you did enjoy the tour, please give the video a like and of course subscribe for more park building inspiration and tips and anything Jurassic World Evolution 2. just subscribe to the channel. We're really close to 140k. I think we might be there actually at this point by the time you're seeing this video. So that's super awesome. If I don't catch you in a future video between now and the holidays, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for watching this video. All right. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.